November 2 Romeo Charlie is in the hold and ready to go outbound.
November 622 Romeo Charlie, clear beacon outbound, maintain 4,000 feet until advised.
Cleared beacon outbound, maintain 4,000 feet until advised, November 2 Romeo Charlie.
So what you can see here then is we're in the Newquay hold.
Yep.
And then there's our outbound leg for the procedural approach.
Yep.
Okay, so what we need to do somewhere along the line is tell it to not stay in the hold.
Yep.
And go into the outbound leg. So that's where here we've got suspended, there, so then you've got the unsuspend button, and you can push that button anytime you like. So if you pushed it now, so go ahead and push that now, then what you'll see is it takes away the dotted line that was underneath this hold because we're in the hold entry. Okay, and so now what it's going to do is it's going to come inbound, and then it will take away that hold. And then it will show the magenta line going in, and then we go straight out again. Okay, so that's the nice way of putting the hold in between the initial approach fix and the outbound leg, and telling it to go outbound after it's completed the hold that it's currently doing.
UK approach, Golf Alpha X-ray Oscar Tango.
Golf Alpha X-ray Oscar Tango, UK identified basic service, not above 2,000 feet, hold is active.
Oscar Tango, Roger, not above 2,000 feet in the basic service, and we've levelled off at 1,600 feet.
Roger. Jersey 7 Papa November, squawk 3770.
Okay, the hold's gone.
So as it's intercepted the inbound leg to the hold disappeared, which that and the fact that it doesn't say suspend down here anymore is the only way that you know that it's going to sequence down to the next leg and then go beacon outbound. We've now gone outbound in the approach, and we can see that the outbound leg is now active, and so we can do our can I go checks to make sure everything's loaded. So the C is the communications, we have Newquay approach, and Newquay tower is in the COM1 standby. The A is the approach, and the approach is loaded and activated, and we are on the outbound leg. The N is navigation aids. We have 110.5, which is the Newquay ILS frequency, and that's in nav 1 and nav 2, and it is also in the DME. And then the I is the ident. India November Echo Whiskey is the ILS Morse code identifier, so we've got that on both nav 1 and nav 2. And we have, earlier on, we listened to the DME Morse code ident, so we know that that is idented. It's important to ident that because it is on a different frequency. But also on these aircraft as well, we can see that we've got the preview in grey of the localizer and the inbound course also selected as well. Localizer number 1, 123 degrees is the inbound course, and finally we have the decision altitude 550 feet, which is loaded in the decision altitude. And then also we can see on here that we can brief our missed approach procedure as part of the go. So 550 feet, and the go is climb straight ahead to 1500 feet, or D123C, which is actually a 3-mile point, and then back to the November Quebec Yankee beacon, and then as directed. So that's our can I go checks completed. We're outbound, descending, and we're ready to continue the approach. We're just turning inbound and about to intercept the inbound course for the ILS 12. Just see the switch there, and this is where we can do our FIGS altitude. So we can see that the final approach fix leg is now active, and because of that, the inbound source, which is now switched to localizer, the course of 123 is correct, and then also we can see that the glide slope is displayed and we are below the glide slope, and our scoreboard is active with localizer, with the autopilot and yaw damper on. We're still level at 2,000 feet, and the glide slope is armed on the scoreboard. And then Our altitude, as our fixed altitude, is 2,500 feet is set because we are at our procedural altitude of 2,000 feet, so therefore we can dial in our 2,500 feet, which is our altitude for us to climb to if we're going to do a standard missed approach. So, final approach fixed leg is active, inbound source and course, glide slope, scoreboard and altitude.